All right, we're good.
Yay! Well, welcome, guys. Hi, everyone. Hope you all have a good, what is it, Tuesday? Sometimes I want to say Monday.
I know.
But, all right, guys. So lately we wanted to keep it short and sweet. We understand everybody has life and family and kids and husbands and dinners and obviously the business, and we want to make sure that even though those rooms are amazing to chat and to get some more information, inspiration, I always say, if you feel down, you should jump on those Zooms and take our energy. And if you feel awesome and you had a great successful day, you also wanted to jump on this Zoom with us, and share with us and share your energy with us. So either way, it's very important to be on the Zooms at least once a week. But we don't want to sit here all night, because we wanted to get off the Zoom and actually get some work done, right?
Yep.
So
especially with this BOGO going on.
Exactly, and when we have this time limit that we only can get done, for so long. So we'll for tonight, we decided that right now, this month only, we don't know if it's going to be extended or not, but there is a prize for anyone who's going to promote first time to Ruby. This is just like off the record. I think it's going to be extended. The way Cammie Dempsey had spoken earlier this month in one of the leaders Zoom, I think it's going to be next month as well. So I would say, if you feel like you are far away from Ruby, work your butt off this month to get as close as possible by the end of this month, and then next month you are going to get to Ruby. So it's kind of like,
I just want to say that we have a lot of time. So I've seen someone go from Ruby to Double Diamond within 2 weeks. Yeah. So it is doable. You guys, you could do it. But yeah, I mean, try and get as close as you can.
It's all about the mindset, and we can go a little bit over that too. But so yeah, anyway, so we want to go over a little bit about the Ruby, and I understand some of you guys are a little bit longer. I had also asked, or I have asked Brenda. She's a diamond leader on Team Diamond, so we would love to have her as well and talk a little bit more. And we all went through this. We went to Ruby ourselves. We helped our team to get to Ruby's, and so we want to talk a little bit more about, maybe more in detail. So if you feel like there's something you want to add from your experience, if you are already Ruby or you go into Ruby, please, share. This is the meeting. This is not a presentation. I mean, we're trying to do some kind of presentation to give you the information. But if there is something that you want to talk, it's just imagine we would be talking in a room with some coffee or whatever, martini, whatever you want to imagine or have. So it's really the girls thing. We're getting together. So don't feel nervous, or don't feel like you cannot speak. Of course, if you're cooking or doing something, I understand, we still happy to have you on this meeting, but if you want to say something or share something, good or bad, I mean, there's sometimes that you wanted to say something to share, and we are here. We've probably I've been here for over 4 years with this business. I went ups and downs myself, so I probably can even share something from myself. And then Danielle and Brenda, all of three of us actually have been here for a while. All right, not too much talking. So what is Ruby? It's a second promotion in our company. So the first one is an executive, and then the second promotion. And the average Ruby makes about $350 to about $500. So we all know that it all depends on the volume, and we're going to go over a little bit later, but that's what it is. And you guys can hear all the time Ruby literally builds all the way to Ambassador Diamond. So if you know how to build yourself to Ruby, and you know how to teach and lead some of your girls who also wants to get to Ruby, you can go all the way to the top. That's how simple it is. I just know sometimes we just feel like we have to complicate things, but that's really how simple it is. And this month, by promoting to Ruby, you also not only get obviously the commissions, but you also get a box. And it's when I see Daniela taking a picture, I'm like, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop and pose because every time I see the pictures, I'm like, oh my gosh.
I won't do it.
No, just kidding. So yeah. Anyway, there is a gift box where nobody knows what is that gift. We only know that it's helping you to continue building the business. And Ruby is really a foundation to diamonds. And guys, diamond is the first leadership position where pretty much unlocks all the bonuses and all the pay that we get as a distributor. And yeah, so that's kind of like where a lot of people, you can hear like people join first for a few $100, $500, which is a Ruby. And then when you get there and you feel like you want to maybe quit your job, fire your boss, replace your job, whatever the the reasons are, that's when you usually hear a lot of people wanted to get to diamond and above. So you get to Ruby first, and then you have that foundation to get to diamond. Okay, guys, now it's your turn. Daniela, do you want to add something? Or Brandon?
When I started, I wanted Ruby. Like I promoted to executive, and I was just like, oh, like executives are awesome. Like getting to executive is awesome, but I didn't want that. I was like, no, I want the $500 a month. Like that's what I was aiming for. So remember, it's average monthly income. So you can make less or more depending on how you're building your team. So, or how much volume you have. But when I got to Ruby, I was like, that's when I was like, wow. So getting to Ruby, you're going to see more of like an impact on your check than executive. And that's what I was looking for. So, my gold diamond. Yeah. My, Megan actually, she got to Ruby within her 60 days. So I think it was cool.
You should be sharing some of her tips. Yeah,
she should be sharing tips. And she got the, I think, $1,000 bonus, I think, when it was happening. But she got to Ruby. She's one of my fastest distributors that got to Ruby. And she was above average Ruby. So she's gonna get her kids to bed. But and then she'll come on. But yeah, that would be great, Megan. Yeah, Megan, that's true. Okay. So anyway, so yeah, getting to Ruby was like, that's what I needed. That's what I wanted. That's what I needed. And then of course, once you get to Ruby, you want to get to every other rank because you see how much money you can make. Now, so do you want to start by going into like how to build it, or?
Well, let's ask Brenda. What do you need to get to? How do you get to Ruby? Like, what do you need to get promoted to Ruby? I'm sure you know this.
Yes, you need 3 distributors under you, and one of your distributors, 2 distributors under them. But by following steps to success, you will be able to do your Ruby chart, yeah, and everybody doing them.
Awesome. Yes.
So Daniela said, do we share are you just going by
No, go ahead. If you have something in mind that you want to share, go for it.
Well, I mean, when I got to Ruby, I didn't get to it fast. I got it it was still in 6 months, I think, that I got to Ruby. I started off and I was making a lot of wrap cash. So I was still making what a Ruby would make, about $500, because I was selling a lot of wraps. And that's how I was, excited, and I kept going because I was seeing a lot of, just from just selling wraps. And by doing that, all the people that I talked to, I would find them from social media, but I would always meet with them, either tell them to come over or at Starbucks or Black Bear or wherever. I was just wrapping everybody. I wouldn't explain to them what it is. I just said, I just have to get this on you, and then I'll tell you, like, you know. And that's how I was finding my loyal customers, because and first I was finding a lot of loyal customers, till then I was, you know, you just got to find 5 people who will say yes, or 3 of them, and then one of them will find 2, and then all of you guys can work together on, because everything else is just loyal customers. You know, once you find those, it's just everybody working with loyal customers. So getting your distributors to do wrap parties too, and you know, wrapping people, that's what will find you those loyal customers, you know, actually meeting with people in person, you know. Social media is good too to find customers, but the easier way when you start is getting in people's faces, because they're seeing you and, you know, showing them stuff like that. So yeah.
Well, one thing I want to point out is I never did a wrap party or a launch party, or, I mean, they're amazing. So many people are so amazing at them, but me, it just, I don't know. It's my mindset. But so social media is what I use to talk about my business. But getting to Ruby is really the foundation, like Natalie said, to all the other ranks. Having 3 rubies is what will get you diamond. So, I mean, if you really think about it, it's like, whoa, you know, like it's, I mean, obviously, you know, it's harder to get distributors, but that's also mindset. But if you really think about it, you need 3 rubies. So Ruby is really the foundation of the business.
Yeah, it's really all about to get yourself to Ruby, and then teach your team also get to Ruby. Now there's people who are more coachable than the others, yeah. And there's more. And I wanted to say something else. Anyone who is here, anyone, by the way, if you guys want to raise your hand or whatever, who is actually going for Ruby this month, or your goal is to get to Ruby, you guys maybe wanted to comment or whatever, show the hand, I keep saying, because at the end of the day, you really want to make sure you have a strong why. Like, why do you want to go to Ruby? Like, why is it that, you know, how is it going to change from being distributor or executive for you to go to Ruby? And you probably, obviously it's a business and we're all here to make money. So if that's the goal, then how much money do you want to make? And if that's the 500 that you want to make, then you wanted to kind of go more deeper and see, okay, what are you going to pay with that money? Because we always look into, like, we always talk about, yes, you know, you have to do this and this and that, and be consistent, and follow-ups and messaging and reaching out. But if you don't have a strong why, you might not going to sacrifice some of the time to work your business to get that, you know, to reach your goal. So it's kind of the, you know, it goes all together. So just to be excited, it's sometimes not gonna be enough. So you guys always have to make sure, you know, why is it that you really wanted to get to Ruby? And maybe because you want to get to Diamond, but obviously you can skip that one step. So you get to, you know, you have to get to Ruby first, but the Diamond may be a little bit a longer term goal. So that's like, I just wanted to jump in. And before we ask other stories, or if you guys want to share, I just want to point out how Daniela showed her Ruby chart. Make sure you have it. I know now it's a little bit easier in your eSuite. Honestly, I'm an old school. Like when I joined, there weren't, like in eSuite, you can't like really look up the charts like that. So we were doing like, you know, a paper. And I think there's there's so much power in having in the paper in front of you. And make sure that is your map to Ruby. Like, it's just like your business is like a vehicle. And if you don't know where you're going, you're probably just going to be, you know, go in circles, and then you're probably going to give up and quit because you're not going anywhere with this business. So you need to have something in front of you, and the chart is the best way to see how far are you going and what do you still have to do. And sometimes you'll be surprised how close you are, even though you don't even know that. So just having the charts is really pushes you. I know for myself, it pushes me to get, you know, to the next level. So that's just one thing I wanted to point out. I think Megan was ready. I hope she's still ready to share something.
Before Megan goes, I do want to point out that, like, I just want to explain the volume a little bit because it gets confusing. I do have that. I don't know if you want to see it before, but I do have a video that explains how to go Ruby. So Natalie, if you want it, I'll post it again in my team page, but if you want it, you could watch it. And then, but so your 3 people on your top line, the 2 people need a 400 volume each, right? 400 group volume or more. So say this person has a person underneath them, that counts as the 400 group volume. This person who's going to be your executive needs at least 150 or more, or an 80 auto shipment. And then their people under them need a group volume of 400 each. So, you know, you want to be above average Ruby. I always say, like, go, you know, further. That BV, go higher. You know, aim for higher. So don't always aim for the 400, even though, you know, that's the minimum. But so that's all you need. I mean, it may seem like tons of people are like, oh, that's all you need. But it's possible. People are doing it somewhat. There was like an 85-year-old woman that went Ruby. Do you remember that story?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh, she's not that age matters. It doesn't matter. But like, I was like, oh my gosh, if she could do it, like,
and she's not on Instagram.
She's not on Instagram. No. She's not on Facebook. Like, I think she was on Facebook, but she made it just.
Her daughter is obviously also in business, but what she does is she talks to people in her senior, whatever, where she lives. Yeah. And guys, I think we underestimate our supplements and vitamins. We have such a great quality of supplement vitamins that we can offer anybody, any age, male, female. I've also met quite a few older, and matter of fact, my older customers, they're more loyal because they know it works.
They do.
And they like hooked on it. And of course, you know, with our signature products, first to market product, whatever you call, obviously it kind of like takes away from all our other awesome products, but the wraps are just a temporary. There's nobody who's using them every single month for years. You know, you go up and down like with them, but if you can get people on our supplements, on our greens, those are our loyal customer who's going to continue ordering, and you don't even have to worry about begging them to stay on auto ship for extra month. They want to stay, and it's okay sometimes if you know they complete the 3 months and then maybe 4, 5, 6, 7 months, and maybe 1 month they wanted to skip or something. That's okay too. It's possible. But yeah, it's our supplements amazing. So yeah, she was going out there. She loves to walk. She would go on a walk and she would meet people and she would talk to them about those products. And then they were ready, and I think the daughter will help her to like sign them up or whatever. But right. Yeah, 82 years old lady.
I mean, so there's no excuse, you know. And I just wanted to add one more thing. When you enroll distributors, and loyal customers, you get an added enroller bonus. So it is better for you to enroll your own distributors. Of course, it's nice. I've never gotten anything from my upline, but it's nice to, you know, get an LLC or distributor. But you're getting that extra 2%, I think it is. Yeah, 2% enroller bonus. So you enroll say you enroll your whole chart. This person gets 2 LCs and is Fast Start qualified. You get a $100 bonus. Well, if you enroll them before the 25th, you get $200. But you get 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. That's on top of your commissions. So, you know, and of course, if you enroll them before the 25th, that's 200, 200, 200, 200, 200. What? Like, that's
$1,000, just like that.
That's insane. So, that's, well, I just wanted to add that. But I would love for Megan to share a little bit about, why you started and how you got to Ruby so fast.
All right. Sorry, I'm like hot mess. Was not prepared to be visible.
That's okay.
On the meeting today.
Hey, we all.
But, so I got to Ruby. Well, my name's Megan. I got to Ruby in my first 60 days. I did it kind of unconventionally. Now, you know, it's kind of like what I did was I literally messaged every single person on my messenger list. So I went in through every contact and I just did a simple message. Hey, you know, I started working for Works Global. Would you be interested in trying some of our products or making some extra money on the side? That was it. It was like really short and sweet. And I sent that to every single person on my messenger list. I was able to get to Ruby literally within like the last 10 minutes of my 60th day. I got the $500 bonus. That was what was available. When I joined, I was also able to get the $120 free product credit. I think I was able to get that in my first 10 days. I got my first 4 distributors in my first 10 days. So I was really, really excited. But a lot of it, you know, I had a pretty big friend list to start with. And it's important that you have, well, you know, I really didn't actually. I think I only had about 300 people on my friends list when I started. But it was all, you know, really close personal friends. And those were really a lot of the people that really signed up in the beginning with a couple of my close personal friends. Not so much family. I kind of like forced them into signing up. They really didn't want to. I was like, just do this for me. This one favor. All I'm asking you. I really just need to do it for 3 months. That's it. Now I have people that are still that are people that still order products even up to now, which has been almost actually a little bit over 2 years from the first month that I joined. So, you know, the people that will order products that are consistent are the ones that are ordering greens and their vitamins and like the stuff that, you know, are there for nutrition. Not so much people. I do have one girl, she orders wraps. She's ordered wraps for like at least a year, every month consistently. Wow. Yeah. So I'm like begging her to give me her before and afters because she's so busy all the time. But she's got some awesome before and after pictures from the products that she's used with us. So, but yeah, so I message everybody. Now at the point I do a lot of vendor events. I do a lot of personal posts on Facebook. I find I get a lot more interaction when I post personal stuff. When I show myself with the products, usually like I love to cook, so I post a lot of my dinners, and I have like the fat fighters with it. I do my greens and my shake every day for lunch, so I try and do a picture of that. What I'm having for lunch every day, like, you know, I'm quick on the go, I'm a mother of 3, so I don't really have a lot of time to sit down and eat lunch or breakfast, so I either do it for both lunch and breakfast, or I do one or the other. And I share about like my skincare. I use the skincare all the time, and I tell people about it all the time. Anytime anybody says something about their skin or they want to try new products, I like slap my before and after picture with the skincare, like on everybody's stuff. I'm like, look, I'm just telling you, this is what happened for me. Consistency. I've tried everything for acne over the counter. I even went to the dermatologist, but they wanted to try and put me on that antibiotic that is like, you have to sign a waiver and show 2 forms of birth control and like all this crazy stuff. And I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to do that. I'm just going to use the products that we have consistently and see how that works. And it's been better than anything I've ever tried over the counter. So I share people about that story all the time. And I get a lot of people from that, you know, that try it out and find that they love it also. But, you know, just being personal is really, really the big thing that I found that helps me get a lot farther with my business.
I love that because I think we overcomplicate it. Like, seriously. Because, like, honestly, like, sometimes I'm like, oh, let me throw a before and after up. But no, like, me with the fat fighters, because I love the fat fighters, that works better than a before and after, even though before and afters are important too. But you and yourself and your personal story is so important So I
like this. I have this. This stays on my counter all the time.
Yeah.
Like my cleanser, my toner, my stretch mark cream I use for my acne scars, and then
I have a question,
my
Megan. What exactly that what exactly that help you with the acne? Like the whole line, or is there specific products that you suggest? Because obviously, if we say, oh yeah, use cleanser, toner, lip and eye exfoliating peel, people be like, oh no, it's too much. Some of them. But
Well,
how would you break it down?
I usually just stay with the basics of I do the cleanser, toner, and exfoliating peel every 3 to 5 days. But I usually start off with just the cleanser and the toner, and then if they're still having issues, I say, well, I also do the exfoliating peel. You might want to try that. It really just depends on their skin kind, their skin type. What's really going to work best for them, and they're going to have to try and kind of feel it out. Me personally, I started with just a cleanser, and the cleanser was good. But I added the toner and the stretch mark cream because I have a lot of acne scars. And so I use the stretch mark cream to help get rid of my scars and to even my skin out. And it's also a really good moisturizer. I haven't really used the Preventage or the Repairage, but I plan on adding that to my routine also. I just put it on my next auto shipment. I've just been getting.
I've been using our skincare for the 4.5 years. Every day I use the cleanser, the toner, and either day, night, or Preventage, or and a lip and eye cream, and then maybe once or twice a week I'll use the exfoliating, and then of course we have facials. But I never really had as much acne, so I always hear, but I never, a lot of times I would like to talk from my personal experience. So yeah, our skincare line is amazing, and it's very affordable.
I everything I ever tried always burned my face so bad, and when it caused the peel or be really, really, really dry. And this is the only stuff that I've used that doesn't dry my skin out. And it actually really truly works. I even I don't know if you saw my brush, that was a brush I got with Proactive. I tried Proactive, it burned the crap out of my skin so bad. It was red, burnt, awful, hurt so bad. And it destroyed my pillowcases. I hate that. It bleached all actually I think these are the ones that bleached. I don't know, maybe it's the other ones. It bleached my pillowcases because it has all the chemicals that are in it. It destroyed my pillowcases, and then it started messing with my clothes. If I slept in anything, or if I had if I laid this on my shirt, it bleached my shirts. So that's one thing I love about our stuff too, is it's all it's not harsh chemicals. Everything is natural plant based, and it's soap free. It's just a gel, the cleanser. I love it so much better.
How fast were you able to see the results? How soon?
All right, so my face right now is really bad, but I hadn't used it because everything had been packed up for, I did a lot of vendor events, and everything is packed up in my car. And so I bring my own personal products with me. So right now I've been using it for 3 days consecutively, the cleanser, toner, stretch mark cream. And it was really, you can see all this right here is left over from when it was breaking out real bad, and it's finally clearing up. But my face right now is a lot better. So I see really, really good results within about a week of using the cleanser, toner, and the stretch mark cream. I haven't used exfoliating peel. I've only been using the cleanser and toner and stretch mark cream.
Okay, good to know. Just for the people on the Zoom, or maybe someone with kind of a new girls, make sure not publicly advertise stretch mark cream for your face. It's something that we're not allowed to.
Yeah.
When you talk in the conversations, you can totally suggest, but there's defining gel as well. I know some of the people are using defining gel, and it works for them very well, but it's something that it's created for a body, and so we're not allowed to.
Well, even for the scars on your face, you're not, because it's not meant to be on the face, the stretch mark cream. But
but if it works, hey, I wouldn't.
It does work.
It does. Like it's, I mean, I use it for, I initially actually got the stretch mark cream for the first time with my $120 credit, because after I had Nathan, I had really, really bad stretch marks, like purple deep stretch marks. And I never took a picture before, which I wish I had now, because I was, too embarrassed really to take a picture. I never even really thought about it. But now, like, mine are completely gone. Like, you can't even see them anymore. And I use that, I got results within about, I would say probably within a week, I really started seeing my skin the stretch marks on my stomach getting lighter, and we're completely gone within 3 months.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
That's so awesome.
Thank you. Thanks for sharing. And I wanted just to add something. So I love how you said that you actually, so we kind of go back to the Ruby. I wanted to say something about how you said you message everyone. That's the key. And then you also ask for favors. That's another way of, especially when you start, you ask for a favor, like, come on. And people be like, well, I want, your discount. Yes, that's what you get. You get my price. Just try at least one product for 3 months, or try 3 products, at least one product a month for 3 months. That's
what they call our chicken noodle soup list. So like any close friends and family that you would call if you're sick, like your car broke down the side of the road, who would be the first people that you would call? Those are typically the first people that will, help you out. My son is flinging beads at me. Stop.
And I wanted to say, and even if it doesn't, let's say you don't have those support, family and friends, it's okay too. You just have to know that you may not gonna promote to Ruby whatever in 30 days or 60 days. You just have to be more realistic with your goals, right? I mean, if you have a huge network, or we call it war market, then yes, go for it. You can do it. And there's obviously, we have so many people who did it. But if you don't have it, don't feel like this is not for you, or it's an excuse to stop working because you didn't get in 30 days or 60 days or 90 days to Ruby, because you still can. You just need a little bit more time to build that network. And we have so many ways of going and growing. And I love how you brought it up, the events. I used to do events all the time too.
I love it.
And then I moved to the social media. Now I'm like going all, with social media.
I'll say something with events. Like I realized too, like I was putting out a lot of money paying for the event spots. And even though it kind of set me back a little bit, it's a long-term kind of thing, because the more people have seen my face, and every event that I do now locally, a lot of people go, oh, I see you on Facebook all the time. Like, it's so nice to finally like meet you face to face. And those are the people that end up usually ordering within like that week. The first real event that I had, I did a huge event. It was $150 for my vendor spot, which I really thought that I was absolutely crazy for doing, but it got me so many leads, and it got me actually 3 LCs within it's a 2-day event. It got me 3 LCs, but really picking and choosing where you're spending the money at on the events is where it's going to make or break you. Like, I really didn't understand what I was doing when I kind of started. I was just signing up for every event I could find, no matter what it cost. But really look at the event and where it's at, and what it's really supporting, and see where you're going to be able to make money of it. Don't put yourself in a hole trying to get to events, putting money out. The goal is to be making money, not spending money. And you don't need to put a bunch of stuff out there. Like right now, but I've been with It Works for 2 years. So I have almost every product that we have. And a lot of it has even been empty bottles that have been given to me that I use for displays. So I don't necessarily have to buy it, open it and, buy it brand new. You can ask, your upline or friends or family if they have any empty bottles they can send you so that you can use for your displays. But I love doing events, and, Facebook events I don't really do very much of, but vendor events I do a lot of, and I've gotten really, really good with that. And one other thing I want to say, when I messaged everybody today, actually, I got another cold message from somebody I'm not friends with that asked me if I wanted to try products or join It Works. So if you're messaging people, make sure people have actually shown interest in what you're doing Don't just randomly message people, because it, like, even though I'm with It Works, it pisses me off when somebody messaged me and I'm like, did you even look at my page? Like, do you even know who, know anything about me? And you're just going to randomly message me like you know me, like you're my best friend, because it annoys me. And I can only imagine, like, I look at a perspective both ways, but I can imagine somebody who has never been in any kind of business like that, looking at it like, I don't even know you. We're not friends. Like, how, how do you even know who I am? Why are you going to message me randomly? Make sure these people, like, I always put in my post, I say like, comment, or message me for info. So that way, if they liked it, I'm like, all right, well, you liked it. So you're getting a message. I'm going to message you because you did like it. And I only said like, comment, message if you want more information. So you definitely want the information. That way I don't feel like I'm cold messaging. And if they say something, I'm like, well, you liked it. I just thought, you might want more information. And that gives you an out if they are like, why are you messaging me? I don't really know you. That way you say, I like, comment, message. That's my little like backdoor trick to be able to message people, even if they don't like say 100% like, I want more information in a comment or something.
Well, I also wanted to add to it. I mean, I message some people that are, I've never talked before, but I do take at least a few minutes the time to go and get to know the person and see if that's something that I really want to talk to this person, and I don't think I ever got from It Works distributor cold message, but I've got messages from other health and wellness companies that asking me if I want to try a weight loss product. And that's when I'm like, I had to go to my to my wall and see, like, didn't you see, I just posted the greens, like, and that's what shows me, like, they didn't even took a second to get to know me. And it's okay if you reach out to me and offering a product. I got it. I'm in the same industry, but at least take a minute and look who I am. And
well, if you're not even friends with them, I mean, my sister somebody commented on her public picture of her and was like, I messaged you, why aren't you answering? They're not even friends, and she was with It Works. So if you're not friends with somebody, please don't message them. Like, please. Yeah. That's just terrible.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm like, what? I was like, tell them you're with It Works. Like, but yeah, I agree with
that lady who messaged. I was like, I'm actually a box diamond with It Works already. She's like, oh, okay.
Congratulations. But thank you, Megan, for your story and your input. That was awesome.
Yes, you need to be talking more often on our Zooms.
Yeah, so I try to remember, but
we don't want to go too far, too long. Like I said earlier at the beginning, we wanted to make it shorter so we have a little bit time after to actually do some work or get work done. But is anyone? I think we went over the Ruby. We have been talking about how to get customers, distributors, and grow network. We've said a million times, and I'm sure we're going to continue talking, but that's just going to be another night. Brenda, do you have anything to add? Liz, you are also Ruby. Ani, I mean, you are on the way to Ruby. You guys, if you want to add something, if you want to share something, just for a few minutes, go for it. If not, let's get off. And
well, we did put how to end the month strong, and I think I just want to touch on that a little bit because we don't unless somebody wants to add something really quick.
Liz, do you want to add anything? I see. No. Okay.
Take it off. I'll add something too.
Go ahead.
I would say, like, my big thing too is always add. Don't stop adding new eyes, because like, even like, I started at like 300 friends, I think, and I didn't even use Instagram. And now I'm up to like 7,000 people on Instagram and about 4,500 on Facebook. So make sure you constantly add new people, because without new eyes, the same people are going to see your stuff. And statistically, it takes somebody 7 to 21 times to see your post before they're going to like, share, comment, and want more information. So even though you're still having the same people, it's going to take them a while. But make sure you add. It's so important to add, and add quality. Don't just add for numbers. Quality over quantity. Make sure you're looking at their page. This is somebody that's going to be positive and influential in your posts. You don't want negative Nancy's, because there's not the kind of people you want on your team. But make sure that you're adding good, positive people. And for the love of God, everybody should be reading or listening to the audiobook, You Are a Badass. That book is insane, amazing, and is changing my life. Like, I'm almost done, and I'm going to read it over again. Like, it's so flippin' good. Y'all should, like, for real. Like, I'm not playing. Like, I'm even getting all of my friends and family to listen to it on YouTube. It's free, audiobook, 5.5 hours. You drive to work, you can read that book. It's awesome, awesome, awesome.
Yeah, it really is. Thank you for that. Even
my amazing leader got it. So
what?
I said my amazing leader got me that book. So
Oh yeah.
That's funny. There's 2 of them.
Yeah, the making money one is really good too. But okay, so thank you so much for that. I just wanted to touch a little bit about the end of month, and I think it's so important that we do this throughout the whole month, not just the end month, because we do have a week and a half left, maybe a little less. But with this BOGO deal, you need to get into your e-suites and look at TreeViewer and get into your LCs, your old LCs, and message them. Even the ones that have not, have canceled their auto shipment. There are so many people that want this skincare and don't even know about it. There was one of my LCs that just ordered. She just ordered the weight loss products. She didn't even know we had skincare unless I told her today. So, and she placed her order, and I'm like, hey, 25 BV is 25 BV, and I'm helping her and those products that she may love for next month. So make sure you're reaching out to all your old and new, even your new LCs. Get in your e-suite, write them down, take 2 hours and just message them and ask them like, hey, are you interested? Just wanted to, put that out there. Guys, if you're not messaging, you're seriously messaging and interacting with people on your Instagram. If you're using Instagram and Facebook, I know I sound like a broken record, but posting is not going to get you anywhere. Literally. So yes, you want to post, you want to make sure that you're posting at least 3 times a day to the minimum, because people need to know that you're open for business. But you need to get into their Facebook pages, their Instagrams, and make sure you're interacting with them so they could see your posts. But if you're not messaging people about the opportunity, that after you have gotten to be, kind of good with them, they know who you are, you want to make sure you're sending out those messages. Just posting is not asking. And if it's not, if they say no, don't get discouraged, although, it's so hard not to. There are so many people that said no to me, and they are now, my rock stars. So you want to make sure you're just, okay, no problem, interacting with them, keep posting. They're going to follow. They're going to watch you. They're going to watch you, become so successful. They're going to watch your posts. But make sure you're doing that every day. Even if you don't want to post or don't want to show up, because your business, if you stop and restart it, it's like restarting all over again. So just be consistent with it, because it's gold. You have to be consistent. And one more thing, get into self-development. I know you guys hear it all the time, but if you can take 15 minutes a day and just wake up that 20 minutes early and just listen to some self-development just as you start your day, that is going to change your whole business. Even if you don't want to do it, do it. You're going to thank me later. So I think that's it. Anybody want to add it?
I think you did it. I think you got it. You covered it. Yeah. Let's get to work. I'm pumped. I want to get some work done.
Yeah.
I'm already actually sneaking in and answering messages while you're talking. So yeah, let's do it, guys. I'm so happy everyone were able to jump in. I know some of them had to get off because we kind of went over, but we'll see you guys next Tuesday.
Let's do it. Go, guys. Have a great night.
Bye, guys.
Bye.